so today is a day that we are headed to Cars and Cameras for the Mini Mayhem event. Now, I really wanted to yesterday have all these vehicles loaded up on the trailer, all strapped down, ready to go, so therefore today I can start focusing on getting everything else ready, getting all the tools, the riding gear, helmets and all that stuff loaded up. But yesterday, I spent all day working on this mini Baja Bug because I really want to bring this thing. But yeah, that basically took all day yesterday working on this, trying to get it ready. I have not tested it. I have no idea if this thing works. We're just gonna have to test it once we're there. Now, this is my brand new 18-foot trailer that I just bought. I've been saying for years and years that I want a bigger trailer, and I finally bought one. And I was trying to figure out, do I want an 18-foot trailer or a 20-foot trailer? I chose the 18-footer because I found this one for pretty cheap. But I'm realizing it's going to be a bit of a challenge trying to fit all 3 vehicles onto this. With the muscle car, the Baja Bug, I'm gonna have to turn them sideways to get them to fit, which I thought I could do once I, roll them on. I thought I could like turn it. I even tried using this to lift it up and yank it over, but yeah, there's no way. So this morning, I just made these. I'll mount them to the side of the rails. I'll use other ramps, and for this vehicle, I'm just gonna drive up and over the side. I think that's gonna be the easiest way. Because this has reverse, I think that's gonna be the easiest way to load this one on and off. Then the Baja Bug is light enough where I can just drive it up, pick up the front, and turn it sideways. There we go. All right, I was able to somehow get everything loaded up and strapped down. All right, so we're finally on the road. I didn't hit the road till 2:30, which is definitely way later than I wanted. I wanted to try and hit the road by like 10 o'clock, maybe 11 o'clock this morning. So yeah, it takes forever loading this stuff up. That's why I try to load up everything the day before, but didn't have time for that. So I've been driving for about an hour, and we only have 2 hours. It's only like, John's house is only like 3 hours, so that's not that bad at all. So far, trailer is working great. I will admit, this truck is a bit heavy. I'm almost having to put my foot to the floor, getting up some of these hills, and passing semis is fun. I basically just have to almost floor it and just wait for it to finally downshift enough to pass semis. So, but this truck has like what, 9,000 pounds of towing capacity or something, and this is nowhere near 9,000 pounds. So I don't know why it's not really wanting to. It is in tow haul mode, so I don't know, but we're making it, and within 2 hours we should be there. So one thing I do want to say is it seems like every time I go on one of these trips, I always, at the end of it, I always look back at the footage that I've recorded, and I'm always like, man, I didn't really record that much. It's mostly just trail riding, and I didn't really record that much of the interaction with everybody. So this time I'm really going to try and film a lot more, but bear with me, because I am a one-man show. It's kind of a challenge trying to film and ride at the same time, especially with GoPros. Batteries are always dying and everything. But this time I'm gonna try to film a lot more. All right, so I had to do it. I had to pull out the Baja Bug just to see if this will fire up. Even though we're leaving tomorrow, it's gonna be fun loading this back up tomorrow. I really want to see if all the work I did will pay off. Hopefully this thing will fire up. I'm hoping I can get this thing to fire up. This morning, it didn't really want to go. It's running good. Holy crap. Yeah, all that work was definitely worth it. I feel like I should have a camera on my helmet. You gonna stick around here? Yeah. My thumb throttle snapped. Also, we're boiling the engine. It's at 237, and you can hear it literally boiling. Well, that's a little disappointing. Hopefully we can fix that. And maybe I should have the radiator fan on. Whoops. So that makes it what? The 5th time I've overheated this engine. All right, let's see if we can fix it. That's why I brought multiple vehicles.
Could be worse. You said it sounded like a vacuum cleaner, dude. This is the gnarliest vacuum cleaner.
Do you have cables?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Uh-oh. What are you do after dinner? What happened?
Throttle cable snapped.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, you couldn't even put it on the hot lap and try to get on the board.
I know it. Dang it. Well, that is a major disappointment. I'm really hoping that John has a cable, because yeah, that is 4 days of work trying to get this thing ready for what, 5 or 7 minutes of riding. So I am really hoping we can get this thing fixed. But right now we're going to dinner, so maybe once we get back, we'll see if John has a extra throttle cable. All right, it is the next day, and we stayed up kind of late fixing this. And this is what we came up with. Basically, I just welded whatever these are called to the frame and then connected the two cables with whatever this is called. Instead of having to run a really long cable, we just did it this way, so therefore we can use two shorter cables, and all it has to do is last through the weekend. So nice. Now, yeah, I'm not really sure how much I filmed yesterday of testing this thing, but that was the best this engine has ever run. And I did overheat it, unfortunately, again. I forgot to turn the fan on. I was hoping I wouldn't need the fan with this bigger radiator, but sure enough, yep, it got hot again. So I'm just gonna have to run the fan. I just need to remember to turn the fan. I keep forgetting that with this vehicle. But right now, this thing's running a lot better. It starts a little bit easier than before with the other carburetors. And hopefully with this new radiator, it won't overheat as much. So it's now time to load everything up back onto the trailers. I'll help John and Ike load up everything of theirs, and then it's time to head to Busco Beach.
Chris, we'll put a foot on here until you're over the lips. And then
Okay.
All the way.
Yeah, and I can't really see behind me, so make.
Got reverse?
It's got reverse.
Oh, that's right. You got the Polaris transmission.
Yep.
There you go.
So unfortunately, the muscle car does not want to start up. The Baja Bug is too temperamental. So for the first ride, I'm just going to be on the CBR 1000. The muscle car wouldn't run.
Why not?
Yanking on it for 3 minutes. Nothing.
We can look at it later.
Oh.
Let's line up in front of these vehicles over here next to the bus, and we'll kind of lead the ride. You can just follow me.
Okay. All right, going on the first ride here at Busco Beach.
rather be welding, viewers. It's awesome to have Chris out here. He builds legendary stuff. I can't wait to see what it does this weekend.
Yeah, thanks. Hey, I finally got it to fire up. I just had to let it sit for a little bit. I haven't tried yet.
You want to try it?
So there's a really horrid noise when the suspension collapses on this side, which I have a feeling I know what it is. And I didn't make enough clearance between the tank. All right, finally got this one running. These engines are really temperamental. Stupid GoPro batteries keep dying, but this thing is, holy crap. I'm not sure how much I recorded of that, but we're at the drag strip, and man, is this thing fast. It's not running perfect. It takes a couple seconds to finally get it up into our higher RPM, but once it gets there, it takes off like a rocket. Oh, holy crap. That thing is fun, and the suspension is amazing. was recording that. That was insane.
That thing is crazy.
Dude, you are going to dominate the drag strip tomorrow.
Yes.
So now you see why I wanted the roll cage.
Yeah.
This is nuts. It does not like donuts. I don't know if you can hear that, just ball.
Yeah, it's just because you're leaning.
Yeah.
And that tire's digging in and putting a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
You're gonna
working.
absolutely dominate that drag strip tomorrow.
I'm pretty sure you can beat the side by side with that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Side by sides, they
got a real
lose. They
good
lose
chance.
the 2-wheel drive.
Yeah.
So they'll just put in 4-wheel drive and get the punch.
Yeah.
I think this.
It was recording for that. Finally, one of my GoPro batteries didn't die halfway.
Nice.
Finally. All right. Are you ready?
Can you turn?
No.
Can you turn?
I can. When it's moving, I probably got it.
Yeah.
Okay, ride a really big wheelie. You don't need to worry about turning. Don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about already.
Yeah. Yeah, this place is definitely awesome. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, man. That was good.
So here, if I do another lap,
Go ahead.
you can say no.
Just be careful.
All right. 5 minutes.
What do you think?
Oh my God! No,
He told me to go. I launched.
Yeah.
Here he comes.
yeah, we got to the drag strip and he looks at me. I was like, just go.
And next thing I know is here he comes.
Really?
It's quick.
It is quick.
Have you taken it around that little track right here?
No.
You can get it off the ground
Really?
without landing too hard too.
Yeah.
I bottomed out one time.
Oh, really?
Yeah, not hard. I just felt the touch.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, if you stiffen up the suspension, you can
Yeah.
take it down easy.
Yeah.
Now, it is twitchy because it's short wheelbase,
Yes.
but you get used to it.
And that's why I use the cutting brakes
Yeah.
for steering. So, yeah, this thing is,
If you have it towed out, that's gonna help your turn in a lot. But
Yeah.
it's gonna make it twitchy at speed.
yeah.
You've got it towed out just a little bit.
First ride of Mini Mayhem. Here we go. There we go. geared way lower is still way fast. Holy crap.
Once it gets to that power band, man, it's quick.
I was wheeling with this one.
I had it in four-wheel drive too.
Oh really?
Yeah. Four-wheel drive, high range, and let it eat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, they're reaching the pedals now.
Yeah. Whoopsies. I was hoping I was gonna make it around it, but nope. At least it didn't flip over. Yeah, could have been worse. Hang on, hang on.
Yeah,
all right, let me.
Hold on.
Nice. That's awesome. Thank you. All right, that could have been worse, but yeah, was able to get out of that. Thank you. Thank you for pulling me out.
Yep.
All right.
You want to do another? You want to do another one? That was sketchy as fuck. You want to do another one? Yeah, that was awesome.
Hey, oh my god. Yeah, this thing is nuts. Should I do another one?
Do another one. Definitely do another one. At least that way you got 2 clips of it.
One more. Yeah, one more. Yeah, that one, it didn't lift at all. It was planted, and it just took off.
It took off. That was pretty fast. This is definitely one of the fastest machines ever.
Hopefully I don't regret shutting it off. Hopefully this thing will fire back up. I will admit, this thing is an absolute nightmare to get it to fire up. But once it's running, ooh, boy, is this thing fast and fun. The suspension is amazing on this thing. The handling is great. But I got to figure out the slight overheating issues, the nightmare to start, as well as the belt is 2 runs and the belt's slipping like crazy. So this drag, I prefer this drag strip over Durham Town. Durham Town's awesome, but their drag strip is super short and you have very little time to stop. And with their drag strip, it's all, ooh. They got theirs running. They got theirs running. Dude, that thing sounds amazing.
That's why we built it, boys. Appreciate it.
Sorry.
It's cool, and you know, this is all just test and tune for when we put it in the pickup truck. So if it can